Is this the power station everybody wants? Small but packed with power?
Hello, I'm Luke.
And I'm Sarah.
And that's Molly. And we've been living here in central Portugal off-grid for the past 7 years. And for most of those 7 years, we've been using Bluetti power stations.
And they've come in handy for every job we have had around the farm. Because we're always raving about how good they are, we get a lot of messages from friends, family, and from a lot of subscribers and viewers. And most of them are, what is your favorite Bluetti? Which one would you recommend?
So whenever we get a message or an email asking that very same question, I always say, well, you need to know what you need to power. How much power do you actually need? A lot of people seem to want a mid-range power station that they can take with them either camping or boating and doing fun stuff outside.
But it's not only for outdoorsy people, because we have messages from builders, people who work outside who need to take with them a generator, and they want to kind of get rid of that now.
Yeah, who wants to stay burning gas when you can use something quiet like this?
Yeah.
For a cement mixer, it's great because it lasts forever. Apart from that, also, a lot of people, due to the recent power outages, well, in Spain and Portugal for sure, a lot of other countries, it happens. A lot of people want something as a little backup just for the fridge or freezer full of food, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's I think the first worry of people when their electricity goes out. It's all my food in the fridge and freezer. So really, they want something they can take with them and then use as a backup at home. Now, for a fridge, for a modern day fridge, I mean, they use about 1.2 kilowatt hours a day. So this will cover this. I think it can run a family-sized modern fridge about a day and a quarter or something like that. So as long as you have sun, your fridge and freezer will be safe. Now, before I tell you the biggest selling point why this is the power station that you want, let's do a bit of a comparison with other models. This is the AC 180. Looks the same, doesn't it? Are they the same? No. This is about a centimeter higher, a few mils wider, but looks like pretty much the same case. Now, what's amazing about this is this has a 1800 watt inverter, and this is a 2600 inverter. Powerlifting 2.7, 3900 powerlifting mode. It stores 1152 watt hours, and this one is close to double, 2073. And yet it's pretty much the same size, which is pretty amazing. And this is the AC 200 Max. It is now discontinued, but they do still have the AC 200L for sale, which is very similar specifications to this one. They've got a lot of AC 200s. This is slightly smaller, 2048 watt hours, so it's 30 watt hours more. This has a smaller inverter, so it's 2400, but pretty much this is slightly better than that, but it's in the portable size of this little thing. So I'm pretty amazed with that, how they managed to pack that into that. It is 7 kilos heavier than this, but 4 kilos lighter than that. So not only the size they reduced, but also the weight, which is great because you can power more things with the 3900 powerlifting mode, and it's more portable. It still weighs 24 kilos, but much more portable than that. Also, for the AC 200, you need to have an external charger. We normally use the T500 watt charger, but for this, all you need is the wire, and you just plug it directly into it. So less stuff to carry around too. These things are just going to keep getting smaller, more powerful, and more portable.
Okay, look, so we don't need these anymore, right?
No.
Let's take them away.
So, a few more specs about this little potent power station. You can charge it up to 80% in only 1 hour. with AC charging, and that's because you can AC charge at 2,300 watts. That's pretty fast. And solar input is 1,000 watts. With the 1,000 watt solar charging input, they make it super easy for you. They give you this wire which goes into the front here, and then you've got two sets of MC4 connectors. So you can buy the Bluetti panels, but if you want something not portable, like a normal solar panel, you can very easily find two 500 watt solar panels and just plug and play. Super easy for people who don't know much about solar and are worried about getting connectors to put them in parallel or in series and all that. It's just super simple. Two 500 watt panels and you're laughing. Now the max isn't 3,300. You can't have it plugged in with full solar and full AC. It will cut out at 2,400. So that's still pretty fast. It's only 1.4 hours to full.
It has both low and high temperature protection, and an icon will show up on the screen if any of these protections are activated.
That's pretty handy. At least you know what's going on. Another question we often get is, can I discharge it? Can I use it while it's plugged into the solar panel? Yes. The Elite200 also supports pass-through charging, so that isn't a problem at all. Also, if you have it set up as your backup, your home backup, and you have a power outage, it only takes 20 milliseconds to switch over onto your backup supply, onto your Elite200, which is awesome.
Your computer won't even notice that the lights went out.
Yeah. Now, if you really want to check out all its specs and a load of tests on checking out all its parameters and its performance levels and all that, we always go to Hobotech. For us, he is the authority on anything solar power stations. So we'll leave a link in the description below to his review on this awesome little thing.
If you are one of those people who don't like using apps and don't want to connect it to your phone, well, this time Bluetti has thought about you too. So if you want to access a lot of the major settings, all you have to do is press the DC and the AC together.
No, it doesn't blow up.
It accesses a secret menu.
So this one says P1.
So PO1 adjusts the frequency. PO3.
Where's PO2?
Yeah, there's no PO2. That's even more secret, I think. 3, you can turn on and off the turbo mode. 4, you can turn on and off the powerlifting mode. And PO5, you can turn on and off the eco mode. And if you are worried about your Bluetti being hacked, well, worry no more, because number 6, you can turn on and off your Bluetooth transmitter. And number 7, you can turn off the Wi-Fi.
That's pretty sweet, but if you do like using an app, there are many advantages to do so. I really like the app because you can turn it off instead of having to get up and turn it off physically. You can just turn it off from your phone in bed. The thing is, these power stations waste a lot of power when they're on, but you don't have anything plugged into it. However, this one is twice as efficient as any other power station when it comes to that, which makes it ideal for running a fridge, because the fridge goes on and off every time it reaches temperature. So
yeah, this was one of the awesome tests that Hobotech did.
yes.
And yeah, we were very impressed with it, and so was he.
And apart from that, you can also use the app to kind of save money on your electricity bill.
How would you do that?
Well, you just set it up with a timer through the app, and you charge it when the electricity rates are lowest, and then you use that electricity when the rates are highest at peak hours. And the app does that all for you. You can input everything you need to, how much it costs per kilowatt and whatnot, and figure out how much you're actually saving. So that's another advantage to getting something like this.
Drum roll, because now it's the selling point time.
The best thing I think about this, apart from its small size and awesome power, is the fact that you can get 6,000 life cycles out of it before it gets reduced to 80% capacity. Now, most of these power stations, previous older models of Bluetti, they're all around 3,000 cycles, 3,500 cycles, which gives you approximately 10 years. And that is obviously if you charge it and discharge it every single day, which we don't do with these.
Not for all of them anyway.
So it's going to last much longer, but this one has 6,000. So if you do charge it and discharge it every day, that's a 17 years working at 100%. Just because we say 6,000 cycles, 17 years, it doesn't mean it stops working in 17 years. It just gets its capacity down to 80%. So it's definitely not working at its best, but that's after 17 years of every single day's use.
And it's a huge jump from all the others. You know, a very, very, very long lifespan.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to spend the money and it's going to nearly double its lifespan, it's great, eh? It's great.
Look a bit 65. Hopefully we would have finished building our ruin by then.
In 17 years? You did that maths quick.
I know, just fast.
Alrighty, I hope this answers a lot of your questions. So if you were going to send us a message or an email asking which power station do we recommend to have a home backup and to enjoy taking it on camping trips and whatnot, this is the one. Don't write an email.
Just get this one.
It's this one.
We've made it easy for you. We put a link in the description below, and there is a special deal there just for you.
The viewers of Luke and Cyrus Off-Grid Live.
So if you came across this video because you're looking for a very good mid-range power station, then
that can do it all.
I hope this answered your questions. This is the one.
We love it. You will too. See you next time.
Bye, guys. Number 6, you can turn off your Bluetooth transmitter. I hope this answered some of your questions.
Yep.